90-Day Fiancé. Darcey 90-Day Fiancé diva Darcey Silva isn't afraid of admitting her trust issues with her husband, Georgi Rusev. She even confessed to checking his phone to spy on him. The happily ever after star isn't able to get rid of her old habits and trust her partner. Darcey opened up about the dark side of her marriage with Georgi on the first part of the tell-all premiere on Sunday. The pair featured their communication challenges and trust issues in the ongoing season. The reality TV stars had several issues in their marriage. Georgi tried to open up in front of Darcey multiple times to work on their differences. But the pair struggled to improve their bond and start afresh. Does Georgi also spy on Darcey? What really went down? Admits she's keeping tabs on Georgi and snooping through his phone due to trust issues. 90-Day Fiancé. Darcey and Georgi hit rock bottom over family plans. Georgi Rusev never wanted to have kids when he tied the knot with Darcey Silva. But he changed his mind after his recent trip to Bulgaria. The 90-Day Fiancé star became frustrated when his sister brought up the baby topic. Georgi tried to open up with Darcey in the recent episode. He shared how things have become difficult for him because he wants kids. Darcey took a stand for herself after her partner's sudden change of mind. She couldn't understand that her partner was forcing her to do things she couldn't give him. The reality TV star felt that their marriage wouldn't last any longer due to their partner's new issues. Darcey said, "I'll find something else, and you will not be a part of that." She wants to move on and live a peaceful life. 90-Day Fiancé. Darcey and Georgi spill on their trust issues. Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev aren't able to work on their differences. The former felt her partner was wasting her time and planning to dump her. She accused him of planning everything for the green card. Hence, the 90-Day Fiancé couple joined the happily ever after cast at the tell-all to discuss their marital problems. Recently, the host, Sean Robinson, confronted Andre for reading his wife, Libby's, texts with Loren. He explained that he paid for it because it was his account, and he read the texts because he pays for the account. Hence, the host wanted to know whether any other couples in the cast also snoop in their partners' phones. Darcey agreed confidently and admitted to doing it recently. The entire cast broke into laughter at her response. The TLC star stated, "I just want to check his DMs. I already had the phone in my hand, so I was like, okay, it's my chance." Silva talked about the girls sliding in Georgi's DMs and asking him about the spa. She imitated how they asked if the steam room was open to flirt with him. Georgi also confessed to peeping at his wife's phone when she was using it. He said, "I'm just curious." Some other cast members also spilled whether they check each other's phones. Yara admitted to doing it. But she was disappointed to see nothing in there. The 90-Day Fiancé star called it boring because there was no action, while Cara denied checking Guillermo's phone. But that latter refused to buy it and revealed they had both done it. 90-Day Fiancé. Darcey wants to move in with dad Mike just to live rent-free? 90-Day Fiancé star Darcey Silva seems to be planning to move in with her father, Mike, again. But this time it is not for the reason that you are thinking. Apparently, Darcey appears to be having a completely different plan that could aid her pocket. She seems to want to spend a rent-free life under her father's roof. Yes, you read that right. This so-called rent-free word is coming from the person who has already spent thousands of dollars on surgery. But why is Darcey trying to save her rent now? Is she really broke? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy because the tea is really hot. 90-Day Fiancé. Is Darcey broke? Why does she want to save her rent? 90-Day Fiancé viewers are watching a completely new side of Darcey Silva. During a recent episode, Georgi accused his wife of having no money. He claimed that Darcey was broke, and even Stacey was lacking funds in her life. All of this came after Darcey accused Rusev of using her for money, a green card, and whatnot. Darcey even claimed that she would give a check to Georgi, and he simply should get out of her life. However, the latter made it clear that his wife couldn't give him her money because she should have some to give to someone. Viewers initially didn't believe his claims, but after Darcey's latest antic, fans are wondering if Georgi was telling the truth to the world. 90-day fiancé, will Darcey move in with her father for the sake of saving rent? 90-day fiancé star Darcey Silva has been dragging her father, Mike, in almost everything. Whether it is her relationship or her rent, the latter has to rescue her 51-year-old daughter. But now it seems that Mike also had had enough of Darcey's drama. During a recent episode, Mike sat with Darcey and Stacey and made it clear that they need to stop dragging him into anything and everything. Mike pointed out that Darcey always dragged him into the communication texts she has with Georgi. He explained how his daughter was an adult and old enough to manage her relationship alone. Though he admitted to having a limited exposure to Georgi and Darcey's relationship, he very well knew that the latter was a sugar mama. But that's not all. Mike has set the record straight. Darcey initially wanted to move in with Mike and Georgi. She explained that rent was becoming an issue and that she would like to return to her home. However, Mike made it clear that this wasn't even an option. The answer was a straightaway no, and viewers were happy to see Mike taking a stand. Apparently, Darcey has already crossed the mark of 50, and she really needs to figure out her life without Mike's intervention. That is why fans were happy to watch the way the latter didn't entertain Darcey. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments section. 90-day fiancé spoilers, Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev just broke up again. The Last Resort 90-day fiancé star Darcey Silva has just revealed that she has broken up with her husband, Georgi Rusev. After dating and breaking up with Jesse Meester and Tom Brooks, Darcey began to date Georgi on season 1 of Darcey and Stacey. The two would break up and then get engaged by the end of the show. After marrying Georgi though, there was no bright future awaiting the couple. The pair have repeatedly broken up and gotten back together throughout their marriage. Darcey has been known to bring her private drama into her social media a lot. She would boast about being single on her posts only to then be seen holding hands with Georgi again later. This reunion wouldn't last long, however, as Darcey now posts about enjoying her single life once again. 90-day fiancé, Darcey comments on Georgi's Instagram posts. Darcey has been caught commenting something revealing on Georgi's old Instagram post. On December 9th, Darcey and Stacey Silva attended an award show with their husbands and won the Best TV Personality Award. The twins and their husbands would post about the show right after to celebrate. However, 90-day fiancé blogger Mary Pants noticed Darcey's recent comment, "So funny you act like you love me," on Georgi's post about the event. What makes this comment from Darcey fascinating is her past comment on this exact post. Right after Georgi posted, Darcey commented, "Thank you for coming and supporting me and Stacey. Looking dapper." Darcey's second comment would be posted way later, meaning that something must have happened during this period. The fact that Darcey even thanked Georgi for coming to the event is also strange. Wouldn't it be natural for your husband to go along to the same event anyway? The comment reads as something you would say to your friend, not someone you're married to. Were they already separated from each other? 90-day fiancé, Darcey is still single. On December 17th, Darcey posted herself with the caption, "Single era," and posted news stories about her current status. In one of Darcey's stories, she would caption the words, "I'm done," with photos of Georgi. She is trying very hard to get the message across that she is over him. However, this has been done too many times before and after they got married to be taken seriously. When Darcey and Georgi got engaged at the end of Darcey and Stacey's last season, Darcey would call it off several months after filming. She stated that the reason for this was for both herself and her daughters. She knew that dating and marrying Georgi would just cause another on and off again relationship. Despite this though, the pair would get engaged again and marry secretly. This was likely done to try and avoid any public scrutiny, but the damage was done. Now Darcey is living the truth that she foretold so long ago, and she only has herself to blame. 90-day fiancé, what's gonna happen now? Now with the pair broken up, they will likely just as easily come back together. The couple are incredibly dependent on each other, looking at how often they've reunited. However, the attention that Darcey is so desperately trying to grab rubs me the wrong way. Darcey has always been one to try and nag for attention, so it's easy to assume that the comment is an attempt at garnering sympathy. It could even be a response to how much spotlight her sister Stacey is getting right now. Why else would she bother to respond to a post from weeks ago? It cannot be a coincidence. 90-Day Fiancé, Darcey Silva posts disturbing comments about Georgi Rusev after announcing stunning relationship update. 90-Day Fiancé star Darcey Silva's current relationship status with Georgi Rusev has been revealed, and it's not good news for fans of the couple. Darcey and Georgi met on DM and were introduced as a couple on Darcey and Stacey Season 1. Darcey had previously dated Jessie Meester and Tom Brooks. Both of Darcey's famous exes have now moved on, but Darcey's dream of having a happy future together with Georgi seems to have crashed within a year of their wedding. Darcey has confirmed she and Georgi are not together through some shocking comments on social media. Darcey is known to take her drama to social media, especially when it comes to Georgi. This time around, Darcey's feelings towards her husband changed within a few days of her declaring her love for him on Instagram. 90-Day Fiancé blogger Mary Pants shared a screenshot taken from Georgi's Instagram page. Georgi had the picture clicked at the Influencers Global Awards 2024, where Darcey and Stacey took home the Best Duet TV Personality Influencer Award. Georgi had also congratulated his wife on his IG story in early December 2024. "Thank you for coming and supporting me and Stacey. Looking dapper." Darcey had posted a sweet comment on Georgi's red carpet photo. However, earlier this week, Darcey changed her opinion about Georgi. She wrote, "So funny you act like you love me" on the same post. Darcey expressed frustration on Georgi for reasons unknown in his comments. However, she also posted an Instagram story sharing the same picture of Georgi along with a different picture showing him shirtless. She captioned it, "I'm done." What Darcey saying "I'm done" for Georgi mean for 90-Day Fiancé storyline? Will Darcey get back together with Georgi? Darcey and Georgi got married in secret in November 2023. It's not known if the wedding was filmed for TV, but there has been no confirmation on Darcey and Stacey for 2 years since Season 4 ended. Darcey's life updates have pretty much been things she shared off camera, and there weren't many until recently. Darcey has been frequently hinting at her single relationship status through her Instagram captions. She also doesn't post about Georgi on her feed even though they're now husband and wife. Darcey had called off her second engagement with Georgi after Darcey and Stacey Season 4 ended. Her wedding to the Bulgarian man was, hence, a surprise to her fanbase. However, Darcey's comments about Georgi now make it look like their marriage was short-lived. Darcey shouldn't have given their relationship a third try and gotten married to him. She seems to be regretting her decision now. Darcey probably didn't want another divorce to her name, or take on Darcey's very public breakup with Georgi. Darcey desperately plots her franchise return. Darcey's desperate to get fans' attention to her split with her 90-Day Fiancé partner. She looks like she wants sympathy, because why else would she have gone and commented on the same post where she was thanking her husband for being supportive a week ago? It appears Darcey wants a comeback to the franchise, and probably wishes to be a part of a couples therapy spin-off like her sister. It seems to have worked for Darcey Silva and Florian Sukuj, which may have given Darcey hope that therapy could be able to help mend her broken marriage for good. 90-Day Fiancé's Darcey Silva announces stunning relationship update with Georgi Rusev after incredible weight loss and transformation. 90-Day Fiancé star Darcey Silva has dropped a bombshell about her relationship with Georgi Rusev a year after their wedding. Darcey is a 50-year-old woman from Connecticut who rose to fame after starring in Before the 90 Days Season 1 with then-boyfriend Jessie Meester. Darcey met Georgi from Bulgaria on Instagram and introduced him in Darcey and Stacey in 2020. The couple went through multiple splits and got engaged twice before getting married in November 2023 under complete secrecy. Meanwhile, Darcey's sister Darcey Silva is on 90 Day, the last resort, trying to save her own marriage. Stacey and Florian Sukuj were together for 5 years before they married in 2020, but 5 years later, it looks like a divorce is surely happening. Darcey and Stacey do everything together, and they may have also left their husbands at the same time. Darcey recently posted an Instagram video that reveals her current relationship status with Georgi. Darcey is known for using several filters in her IG content. She posted a similar clip with a face-altering filter on as she wore a low-cut blouse and a pout on her lips. Darcey's caption is what caught the attention of fans who've been wondering what happened between her and Georgi. Darcey captioned her video, "Single era #Darcey Silva #love." Darcey seems to have confirmed that she and Georgi are no longer together. What Darcey's relationship status with Georgi means for 90 Day Fiancé. Darcey and Georgi had split 2 months after marrying. Darcey and Georgi had not revealed they were getting married. It was a private affair, with the ceremony having taken place at Darcey's home in November 2024, and close friends and family were in attendance. It's not known if Darcey and Georgi's wedding was filmed, considering she's one of the biggest 90 Day Fiancé cast members so far. Darcey eventually confirmed the news in January 2024 through a People exclusive. It was revealed that the secret ceremony took place on November 11, 2023. Interestingly, Darcey hinted at a split in the same month. It appeared as if Darcey and Georgi split just 2 months after walking down the aisle. Darcey had posted a bold picture of herself in a corset and captioned it, "I'm strong and loving me. I'm my own soulmate." The post has seemingly been deleted now. Georgi has been missing from Darcey's IG feed. By April 2024, Darcey had posted another video hinting at her single status with the caption, "Solo vibes only. Independent and fierce." Darcey's rep told In Touch that the couple was still together but going through some normal relationship stresses. Our take on Darcey claiming she is single again after split with Georgi. Georgi and Darcey were spotted in public together 6 days back. Darcey just confirmed that she is in her single era, but she was spotted in public with Georgi just a week ago. The 90 Day Fiancé couple were walking hand in hand in Miami. Darcey and Georgi going their separate ways 6 days later seems suspicious. Darcey could be faking a split with Georgi for attention. She might have also fought with Georgi and decided to post about being single to make him feel jealous. It's only a matter of time until Darcey is seen in public with Georgi again to assure her fans that they are still together. What happened to Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev after Darcey and Stacey Season 4? Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev from Darcey and Stacey went through a roller coaster of events after they got engaged in Season 4. Darcey is a 90 Day Fiancé icon who started her reality TV career with 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 1. Darcey dated Jesse Meester and Tom Brooks through 4 seasons of the spin-off. She was unlucky in love and always waited for a man who would woo her and place a ring on her finger. Darcey's prayers were answered when she met Georgi from Bulgaria on social media. Darcey had a thing for young European men, and although it was a giant red flag, she started dating Georgi, who was 12 years younger than her. Darcey and Georgi faced communication issues. She was not sure if Georgi was committed to her, and it created massive trust issues between them. Darcey and Georgi were engaged at the end of Season 1 of Darcey and Stacey, but 3 seasons later, she was single again. Darcey and Georgi split after second engagement. Georgi had proposed to Darcey on Darcey and Stacey Season 4. Georgi spent Darcey and Stacey Season 4 trying to win back Darcey after he called off their first engagement. Darcey was upset that Georgi had contacted her controversial ex-boyfriend, Jesse. Darcey's loved ones were always suspicious of Georgi, and they had their reservations about his true intentions. However, Georgi and Darcey reconnected and went on a romantic trip to Miami. Georgi proposed to Darcey for the second time in their relationship. Darcey's daughters watched as Georgi went down on one knee on the beach. Darcey gushed that the moment was everything and meant so much to her. "A year ago, I truly don't think we were ready to get engaged, and now, it feels right, and I believe in us." Funnily enough, just a week after the engagement aired on TV, Darcey told ET some breaking news. She announced that they were no longer together. Darcey said she had called off the engagement. She made the decision personally for herself and her daughters. Darcey claimed she took a stand because she felt like the relationship wasn't moving in the right direction. She confirmed that the engagement was filmed in summer and the tell-all was filmed in winter. A lot of time had passed between the two episodes and communication was still an issue. There were a lot of things that just weren't where they should have been. Darcey took accountability, but to her, it also just felt like she needed to walk away. It was first her mind that decided to end the relationship and her body followed. Darcey said she had hit her limit with Georgi. She also claimed that there was no chance of reconciliation with Georgi. She said that if they got back together, it was going to keep happening. Darcey wanted to keep her heart open for the right person to get back up. I deserve much better. Darcey and Georgi got married in November 2023. Darcey shocked fans with wedding news. Darcey wanted to move on and heal, but 9 months later, in November 2023, it was revealed that Darcey had married Georgi. 90-Day Fiancé blogger John Yates had posted proof that Darcey and Georgi were now husband and wife. The blogger shared pictures of the couple at their wedding. Georgi looked handsome in his black tuxedo. Darcey was a fairy tale princess in her white dress and long veil. The blogger informed fans that Darcey and Georgi got married in their home in Connecticut, and it was attended by only 20 people. The news was confirmed in January 2024.